And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. And we're back on the American Truck Squimulator. In my quest to do base map completion, we're currently in the EP03a in Goggles' beautiful old school skin. And we've got a load on from our home city to Elko, which is normally the city that I choose. But nevertheless, however, I'm getting, for the first time in my life, very, very serious about the game, in that I've changed the controls from simple automatic to full manual, which means I've not only got to learn to change gears. Bear with me a sec. Sorry about that all. No fun getting old. It's all doctors and hospital visits, I tell you. But anyway, such is life. Nobody wants to hear about that, do they? Anyway, so, yeah, not only have I got to manually control the truck itself with the gears, etc., I've also got to learn when to use the different gears and everything else. So it just adds an extra dimension, an extra layer of challenge for me as a virtual trucker. I'm hoping that you'll all enjoy the shenanigans. So I'm currently on my way from Carson, which is our hometown in Nevada, to Elko in the beautiful Goggles-skinned Peterbilt. This is all Goggles' fault because I've added loads of trucks to this build. If we go to the world map, you'll see that I'm well on my way to Elko from Carson City, taking all the back roads. You'll see that the coverage that we've done so far is basically California, and this is really our first foray into Nevada. It might not look like there's much mappage there, but there is a ton of map. Now the only other update I need to give you is I have removed the brutal realistic graphics and weather, and decided just to go with the SCS plus my beautiful reshade. So here we go. The first thing I need to do is select a gear to pull off in, so I'm going to pull away in third, and we'll see how we get on with it. I like to change between 15 and 20,000 revs, or 1500 and 2000, and we go through this gearbox quite quickly to get to a cruising gear. I usually cruise around 40 to 45 mile an hour on these back roads. I don't need to go any faster than that, literally. So you will hear a lot more keyboard clicks than usual. There we go, that'll do. We'll sit at 40. I'm sorry it's night time at the minute, but the other thing I want to do is get rid of that sat-nav on the left side of the truck. I was originally playing it without the sat-nav. All the auto features seem to be operational on the mod trucks, which is amazing. And as I say, we're now down to SCS graphics plus my reshade, and in the day it looks fabulous. I think SCS did a great job with the graphics. And what's the point of graphics mods anymore? You can only get so much quality out of the game. So rather than having, you know, 2 gigabytes worth of graphical mod, just take it out. It's easier on the PC and it's easier on the stream, and it looks a little bit more like it would look if you guys and girls spend your $4 when it's on the Steam sale on the game out of the box. Now I have got reshade of course on, and as I say, taking it off automatic has been a challenge for me, because when you start going up hills, guess what, you have to change gear. It's not easy. Anyway, as I say, I hope you guys and girls will enjoy it. I'm absolutely loving it, and as I say, switching from simple automatic to full manual transmission has certainly added many layers of challenge and immersion to the game. And if you're a keyboard driver, well, it's not that bad actually. Because I would imagine a steering wheel and pedals and sort of stick shifter, they don't act like they do in real life. There's no, I know you can have false feedback, but there's no real feedback there. You're not really in the truck, you can't really truly feel what your speed is and what gear you should be in. So anyway, but I'm having great fun wrecking these gearboxes, and it is really fun to do, just saying. Try and keep those revs down so we're okay on fuel economy, but we are in an old truck, so that's what it is. But you know, I'm absolutely loving this to bits. Can't get enough. Not enough hours in the day. Between this and World of Warships, I tell you. Guild Wars 2 I'm still loving, but that's far more excuse me, casual. So it tends to be World of Warships in the morning and American Truck in the afternoon and in the evening, just saying. Because we've got quite a lot to get done, although this map doesn't look that big. And then of course, when we do finally complete exploration of this map, then we've got all the DLCs right up to and including Missouri to add in one by one and complete those as well. So we've got plenty that needs doing, just saying. Loving these auto features on even the mod trucks. Now all of these trucks that I've got installed are all freeware, 100% freeware, and you can get them. Oh, change gear, Ebeez. And I see Dan was using the focus. I see Dan was using the new refreshed. I can't remember whether it was I think it's a W900. So I've been and downloaded it and added it to the profile as well, as it's free. And if you go to Dan's YouTube, I have got a shortcut link to Dan's site underneath these live streams, and look at his latest video. There is a shortcut link there to the W900 should any of you want to go grab it. It has been fully refreshed. I'm on open beta 156. All the trucks have downloaded off of 155 and they are all absolutely compatible with 156. You're watching one of them now. But it's not really about the truck. It doesn't really matter which truck we use. It is all about the driving. and this is why I've selected back roads first rather than freeways, because I want to get as much of the back roads discovered as I possibly can. And we've also got the secret hidden roads, although we'll probably do that at the end of the series as a little bonus. I'm guessing by the time we've completed the Missouri DLC, the next 1, 2 or even 3 map DLCs will be out, so we're certainly not going to be short of content, that's for sure. But you know, paying you $4 and then being able to fully load it, wow, for free, it's wonderful, wonderful value for money. As I say, if this is your thing, your genre. Okay, I'll just mute the mic for a minute. Enjoy the ride. Oh wow, it didn't ping. Hi Beck, hi Cody, hey Robbie, how you diddly doing? Hope you're all safe and well. I've got my hands full. If you missed the start of the stream, I've added a couple of layers of immersion and difficulty to the game, in that I've switched from a simple automatic to full manual gearbox. So you will hear a lot more key clicks than you would normally, and you'll also see me fucking up big style while I get used to driving it manual, because not only have I got to change the gears, as I say, I've got to get used to when to change what gear to use, and chances are for a start I'll just fuck it right up, so bear that in mind. But it's, for me personally, it's just added a whole new dimension to the game and really brought it alive. I didn't think that manual driving was viable using the keyboard, and I've been trying it out since late last night and today, and it so is. It just takes an awful lot of getting used to, and having played the game so long on fully automatic, it just takes a bit of a while. Just bear with me while I get used to it. I will get better, just not yet.
In 200 yards, turn left.
And it also means that I can use the gearbox itself to gear the truck down in speed. I have been pulling away in third gear, and straight away I discovered I only need first and second gear really for crawling. Third gear is absolutely fine for pulling away, and as I say, it adds a whole new layer of immersion to the game. It really does. Fantastic. So we're on our way from Carson to Elko. My apologies for the evening drive, but nevertheless, there is the mod I think I've seen that gives you 24 hours of daylight, but I'm not sure it's the mod for me. And you will hear the engine scream now and again. I have removed brutal graphics and weather in case any of you didn't hear that, and it's all Goggles aka Dan's fault in that I have added another raft of truck mods to it which are freeware, just too good not to have. I'm currently in Smarties Peterbilt 350, still on the open beta 156, and it's all looking tickety-boo. The only difference between this and what you get out of the box is that I'm using reshade, of course. And the only other thing I want to do is when I find a chop shop is get rid of that. That other GPS on the left side, because the right side I do need to see what gear I'm in. I tried Trucky IO out, but it doesn't keep up and synchronise all the while. Sometimes it lags or gets ahead of itself, and you know, it's a big enough challenge as it is going from simple fully sequential automatic to doing it all yourself manually, without having the game fight you as well. But I am absolutely loving it. I And as I say, I didn't think it was possible to do this on keyboard. I thought that you'd have to have steering wheels, pedal and a shifter, but I'm absolutely just loving it. I can't think of any other game that comes close to it. I'm staying on the 156 open beta until it goes live, at which point I will convert it to full 156. And if 157, I would imagine that going forward it's only going to get even more optimised with the pending release onto consoles. But as I say, it really does add a couple of extra layers of immersion and difficulty to the game. I have also continued buying and adding trailers to the garage so that we can practice our backing up and parking with everything from singles, doubles, triples, dollies, all sorts. And there's a certain YouTuber that I've been watching, and he does doubles and triples and backs them up, and so if he can do it, I can sure as hell learn to do it, I tell you. But even him, he's quite an expert on it, and it takes him forever to get double dollies parked up. Not easy. You just check the chat. Heading to class, going to listen to the stream and pretend my 05 Hyundai Sonata is a diesel truck. Oh, bless you, Cody. It's a nice car, that Hyundai Sonata. Great car. Hopefully it looks good on your screens, and as I say, I will continue to work my little furry butt off on the quality to try and... I did watch the yesterday's live stream back, and it seems okay. So I made the decision I'm going to leave it on 1080p for now, and we'll see how we go. I don't know if adding any of the map DLCs in the future will cause us issues. Hopefully not. But as we are taking back roads, and as I am an old duffer, do expect leisurely drives. Don't expect me to go with my arse on fire, because with us having the delivery mod in, as you can see, there's still 41 hours and 15 minutes available on this delivery, so we can leisure and pleasure it. I mean, I can go a bit faster, but I don't really want to take it much above 40, especially with it being a really, really, really old Peterbilt. 8 drive 40, that'll do. Lovely. That should be quick enough to get us there, but not mad enough that we run the risk of fucking it up. I have fully repaired my Western Star, and I sold a couple of the other trucks, and I've added a couple of new trucks for your measure and pleasure, so we'll drive them in the future. But I kind of want to keep this in the Western Star as the main truck, mainly because I couldn't read the dials on the dashboard and don't really need to look at the route navigator to see how fast I'm going. So this is about as immersive as it gets on the keyboard. Just saying, we've got literally everything, every feature, bar fatigue and fines turned on, and I will turn them on in the future, and then we really will have our hands full. But for now, we'll do some driving, get on our feet, and then we'll worry worry about the fatigue and the fines. Just give myself a bit of time to get used to controlling the truck manually, full manual. And of course I shall also be doing some external views, depending on the truck that we are driving, obviously. It depends whether you get a nice open roof cab view or whether you get a face full of lights and horns and spoilers. I've got some classic trucks in there. Some would say are beautiful trucks.
200 yards. Turn left.
And this is the problem that I've got, gearing down. The gears are so close together.
Turn left.
In fourth. Could do third. As I say, it's a good job we're not got a Detroit diesel in this thing, because that really would be a screaming dozen, wouldn't it? The screaming would deafen you. As I say, I will drive like a twat for a few episodes while I get used to it, but once I've mastered it, I think it'll be worth it, and I think it will seriously help us as well with the parking. I'm absolutely loving it and already getting the muscle memory built up, so hopefully you guys and girls will, as I say, benefit from it as well, in that you'll have a much more immersive experience than just banging it along on simple automatic, I guess. I could have gone to real automatic first, where you have to select drive or reverse or neutral, and I thought, what's the point? Just go for it, bite the bullet. I've driven manual vehicles in real life all my life, so it should be like riding a bike, once ridden, never forgotten. It should be. But as I say, do expect me to drive like an utter twat for the first few streams, until I get it nailed and sorted out. Also swapping trucks, of course, doesn't help. Not the brightest idea. And this little baby does tend to eat the fuel, drink the fuel. We have got £34,000 on the back, so yeah, that's probably why. Okay, let's up the ante to the freeway. Let's sit at 40. Oh god, going uphill. Slowing down the box, Ebeez. What goes up must come down. Go up the box, Ebeez. And as I say, it just keeps you really, really busy all the while, whereas driving a simple automatic doesn't. Let me just check the chat. Hey up, hey D's, how you diddly doing, ya chab? Hope you're safe and well. Oh god, will I ever sort that mouse issue out? Probably not. So there you go, that's where we're at. We're going to complete all of the base game, and I'm guessing that's going to take us a hell of a while. I mean, obviously I'm going to play the game off stream as well, to go to the completion. But then of course, once we've done that, we've got all the map mods, both the world expansion and the standalone mods. I've already downloaded the 156 version of the Honduras Extreme Dangerous Roads map, so that'll be a load of fun. But first of all, I'm just going to enjoy the pants out the $4 base game, and then add all the map DLCs one by one for completion as and when we do them. Just bear with me a second. Sorry about that. So, as I say, I've never felt about the game how I feel about it now, and it's made all them hours that you guys and girls haven't seen, tweaking it, learning the best settings, tweaking the NVIDIA settings, editing all the config files, etc. It's just made it all so worth it to have this sort of experience on a super budget PC. I couldn't be more happier. The idea of it coming to console excites me and floats me boat. The only problem is I couldn't use a joypad. I'm crap at using joypads, I don't like them. But I'm sure there's thousands of gamers out there that'll be delighted that it's come to console, and as I say, it will bring a whole new generation of truckers to the games. I just don't know how downloading mods is going to work on consoles. I do have a console, but I haven't used it since the day I bought it, which was back in 2011. It's an Xbox 360. I don't think it's ever been powered up, let alone anything else. Probably won't power up now. So yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is I never dreamt that being able to manually control the truck was a thing with the keyboard, but it so is. It's so easy to do, and once you get used to it, it's chalk and cheese compared to the simple automatic gearbox, for sure. And you really do feel like you've got control of the vehicle, whereas with a simple automatic, you know, the thing's like a pocket rocket, and you do lose immersion, but gain ease of operation, if you like. It's great when you're new to the game to just be able to bang it in gear. I'm going to blow my big ends out here if I'm not careful. But as I say, having to learn which gears to use in which inclines and declines, and gearing it up, gearing it down, it's great fun, and as I say, it does add quite a big layer of immersion to the game, and it does add difficulty to the game in that, you know, it's not a case that you can just slow down anymore. You know, you've got to think about your gears and everything else, and I just think it adds, you know, a fabulous extra layer of immersion. 50, I think, is the max, because this thing is going to bounce all over the place at 50. But we are now on the freeway, so to do 30 mile an hour really isn't appropriate, is it? And even this old 1940s truck, fully done up, all parts replaced and customised, should be able to handle it. Question is, are we going to get pulled over at the bloody way station? Of course we fucking are. Oh my god, this game, really. Nothing to see here, gentlemen. There's all my shells and my big ends out. See what I mean? I just think it's so cool. And as I say, you suddenly discover a degree of control over the vehicle that you just don't have with simple automatic. You just don't have that control. have very fine graded control when you're in full manual. And as I say, I'm just blown away because I didn't think it was possible at all on the keyboard, but of course it is, and you can enjoy the pants out of it. And there we go. And yeah, I know I'm speeding, but it's only on the exit apex, isn't it? So let's not be concerning ourselves too much about it. I think we can get in. Yeah. So where we'll go from Alco, I don't know, probably head up north somewhere, try and get the northern bits of the maps completed. And I want to try and do it taking loads, but if I have to, I'll bobtail. But it would be nice to do full completion with loads, rather than, as I say, having to bobtail. I think we're off here, aren't we?
Right.
There's the beautiful Kenworth dealer, so we can lose that bloody GPS. Wouldn't that be a thing? So it's just learning which gears to select at what speed, because otherwise you will make the engine scream.
Turn right. Turn right.
Lovely. So I'm going to turn right here and go to the Kenworth dealer, Cripes, so that we can get rid of that bloody GPS. Still the audio bug in 156 open beta. Cripes, what are they doing? He's getting himself in a right, a diddle dickle. Alright, Mickey Kickle. But as I say, it is a challenge. Especially for somebody as thick and as stupid as me. But hot diggity, I do love it.
Recalculating route.
We in 5 Cripes, I'm going to punch that down a bit, otherwise I'm not going to be able to pull off. I'm going to stall it. Okay, let's get rid of this bloody GPS on the left. Itchy bum, itchy bum, itchy bum, bum, bum. Yeehaw! Okay, so there she is. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're done. We done and dusted. Okay, so let's just resync all the lights and everything else up before we pull away.
Calculating route.
Let me just check
Please
the chat.
proceed to
Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, ADs. I don't get why my little NVIDIA 1030 got 2 gigs. Can't handle the latest version of ATS or ETS. Now it can handle both. Yeah, it's because they're going to release both ETS2 and ATS for consoles. So they've had to super optimize the game. So the 156 open beta is super optimized, whereas 155 isn't. So hopefully that explains it for you. Both versions of this game, 136, run great on your little Dell setup. You have Windows 11 Pro, 18 gigs of RAM, fully updated it. I guess the new version is much heavier on the CPU and GPU. Actually, the new version, the 156, is much lighter. As hopefully you can see on my stream here. I couldn't even imagine going back to 155, not after this. So that's the load we're carrying. I don't know what they are. And that's our beautiful Smarties Peterbilt 350. Okay, we've got it in third. Let's take the handbrake off, Ebeez. That'll be a thing. But this is running absolutely beautifully. Better than 136 or 137 for sure. And this is open beta 156. Super optimized and ready for console launch, and it's chalk and cheese compared to 155, I tell you. So I'm a little bit shocked there, AD, unless it's some settings that you just need to tweak in both the games. Maybe I'll do a video of the NVIDIA settings and the tweak optimizations that I use. Because bear in mind, I'm not only playing it, I'm streaming it as well. So when I'm just playing it, she's beautiful. But to get this sort of smooth quality when you're streaming it as well as playing it isn't easy. Doable, but not easy.
Keep left.
So maybe I'll do a video on it in the not too distant future. For those that are interested. But as I say, I mean, normally I would have said, you know, I'm falling back in love with the whole game. I don't think I've ever loved the game more than what I do now. Only because I've got literally everything I could want. Not only have I got an absolute ton of freeware mod trucks, and I'll show you them all when we complete this delivery. I've also got the smoothness and the quality of the game that I always wanted, which was the reason I backed it down to 137 in the first place. But this is just seventh heaven for me, and to go full manual is the final layer of difficulty, if you like. And as I say, for the first few streams I will make a absolute pig's ear of it, but I'll learn, I'll get there, and hopefully you guys and girls will get much better quality streams in the end because of that, rather than it just being a simple automatic transmission, which is great for when you're first starting out. You know, I've played the game since 2012, so I should be a lot further along the line than what I am, and that's partly down to laziness, and it's also partly down to the fact that I didn't think you could manually shift on a keyboard, let alone completely with one hand. So yeah, I've kind of blown myself away. And it is nice to be able to go down the box. It also means we can explore the transmissions a lot more as well, and try and get the best out of them. And we'll also hopefully discover some of the nuances of the different gearboxes. All that's been very kind to me. That's about the third one on the trot where I've had it easy parking. We'll have a bit of that, people. Okay, so let's get that parked up. As I say, I do have every single feature activated in the game, and I'm so glad that there we go. I'm so glad that all these mod trucks are fully compatible with these features. There you go. You know, and it just makes life so much easier than trying to do it with the simple gearbox. Alright, let's drop this load before the truck decides to drive itself into a barrier. Excelente. And that should give us a bit of XP. Beautiful. Let me just save that away, and then I'll show you some of the shenanigans I've been getting up to with this awesome profile. What tricks did you do to make it run at least decent? Please, if you can. You're still running. Yes, I'm still on Windows 11. I love my Linux, but Windows 11 just works. Who cares? All about AI telemetry. Yep, absolutely. This is the longest my PC has had an OS installed on it. Pretty much the same as me, AD. I'm known as a serial OS swapper. Okay, let's just have a look at some of the mod trucks that I've got installed. We've only got the base maps. So starting at the top, we've got Smarties Peterbilt, which is what I've just been driving. We've got the GTM Peterbilt 567. We've also got the Resbuilt 389. These are all fully compatible with OpenBeta 156. We've got Pizda's FLX 359 and GTM's Peterbilt 567 Ultra Cab. I've also added the Mac Superliner by Dylan, is it? Dylan? I didn't want the Mac R, but the Mac Superliner I absolutely love. We've got the new Pacific Day Cab, which is available on the Steam Workshop. International, I've added a ton of international, so we've got the Paystar, which again is Smarty. I've added the International 9400i. Much older truck, but I really fancied a bit of that. We've got the International 9800 High Reef, which you saw me drive yesterday. We've got the International ProStar, which is a souped up version of the truck. Okay, under Kenworth, I've added Overfloaters K100 in. We've also got the T700, which is again a free mod, probably one that you guys and girls haven't necessarily heard of, and there's two versions of it that's available right out the box. We've also got the Kenworth W900A Day Cab, which is the mod that Goggles was using on his stream this morning. More K100s. We've also got the T800 again from GTM, which is a super truck to drive. We've got the Kenworth W900B, again from GTM, which is a slightly different version of the W900. We've got another Resworth W900 in here, rather than the Resbuilt, the Resworth, with all the customisation that comes with. And the T800 Aero Cab Sleeper, which is very popular amongst the South American streamer truckers. Again, you've just seen all them because they're under GTM. I have added a really old Volvo, which also comes with a white version as well. I'll show you that in a minute. So that's the Volvo version, and that's the white version, 2 for 1. Again, these are all freely, readily available and fully compatible with 156 Open Beta. The jewel in the crown, I've managed to grab hold of the Ford CLT 9000 Day Cab over, which is a nice break from Harvans or the K100, despite the fact that I love both of those trucks immensely. So if we go to our garage, you'll see that I've added a few trucks to the garage. We've got my beloved SCS Western Star, which is my main truck. That's all now fully repaired and good to go. This is the Smarties Peterbilt 350. I've added the Ford CLT 9000 Day Cab, so I'll do a live stream, little short 4x2, very 70s. I've also added an International 9400i, which again is an older truck, and you can tell from its shape and everything that it's old. But I thought it was too good not to add. I'll be right back, 2 minutes. Okay, we're back, sorry about that. And last but not least in the garage we've got the Daylungs Max Superliner. And I'm looking forward to driving all of these trucks. But the SCS Western Star will be my main truck for the series, and the one that will probably rack the most miles up, just to show you all that we are on the base map and there's no shenanigans there. So we've got the California map that it comes with, along with the Nevada and Arizona maps that it also comes with for your $4. As I say, don't be under any illusion, there is a shitload of driving to be done just on that. And then we've got every single map DLC already purchased up to date so far, and we can add one by one once we've completed this. And the idea is then to just go and complete all the different map DLCs and enjoy the pants out of it, basically. Just check Les Chat. Yeah, that's okay. And to have upgraded it all to 1080p, I was so worried that the PC that I'm using wouldn't perform, but so far it's performing wonderfully. The only two things I could do with upgrading are the CPU and the GPU. The CPU is a Ryzen 5 1600AF 6-core 12 thread, but that's quite an old processor, so I might look at the Ryzen 59, I think it's 5950X, which I think is 12 core 24 thread, so that'll give me plenty of grunt for future American truck. And at some stage I will look to upgrade the GPU, but really don't know what I would possibly go for. I might even, against my better judgment, I might even go for something like a Raiden RX 7900X or something like that, something with a bit more grunt and power. But for now, well, very, very happy, and more than got my hands full with this little lot. Just saying. What does it say? Use the following key to disengage. Really? Just going to roll right forward there. So we need to pick ourselves up another job from here, and we also need to grab some fuel as well, because we're about out of fuel. Luckily for me, there just happens to be a garage over there, look. So I think before we grab a job, the next thing we better do is go and fuel up. So I'll look to put together a setting up your ATS/ETS2 video, but bear in mind it will be aimed at NVIDIA users, it won't be aimed at AMD RX, although I do have an RX 580 in my other PC, of course. But I think probably an RX 7900 should do us for the foreseeable future, so maybe I'll look at I might look at the used market and pick a used one up. We'll see. I'll just see what I can get. I mean, this RTX 3050 is 8 gig. I'm just wondering if a GDX 1080 Ti Founders Edition might be an option. Okay, I'm guessing I've got to put that into neutral, haven't I? Before it'll switch off. Yep, there we go. Now we can fill it up. You see, all these little nuances and new procedures I've really got to get used to. But I'm just so excited, I really am. Because as I say, it's really, for me personally, totally transformed the game. Make sure there's plenty of air in the compressed air tanks. Something else you can't do with the simple automatic. Okay, let's bump it up to third. Well, I mean, just listening to them air brakes is just, I don't know. Alright, I know I'm getting a bit over the top of it, carried away. It's a truck simulator, Ebeez. It's not real, it's pretend. Yeah, I know it is, but it's wonderful. And don't get me wrong, I love all my other games, but it's wonderful not to have to run around and black the crap out of stuff to sexual. Okay, so I find it a bit weird that there's nothing available for us from here. It doesn't mean there's nothing available in Alco, of course. But what I'll do is I'll take this opportunity to switch trucks. And I'd quite like to go up to Truckee and get that done. So I'm going to pick up the Ford CLT. I need to set it up in cab. It's going to put us back in Carson City, that's fine. And we do need to work on buying up all the garages that we can get our sticky mitts on so that we can teleport and fast travel. So I think I'll stop buying trucks and focus more on the actual garages themselves. Now, as I say, I don't know how good this truck is going to be because I've not had a chance to test it, but I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Again, I can read the dashboard, so that's a bonus. Oh, that's interesting. So let's shove it into, again, I'm going to have to get used to this truck. And again, I've put the GPS up there, which actually is okay, because it's out of my face, so we could get rid of that one. She's a little beauty, isn't she? Absolute little beauty. And again, I mean, you see, the thing is, that thing is so useful because it allows you to see what gears you're in and everything. Now, all of the route advisors that I've tried, even the ARA, do not work any longer in 156 open beta of American Truck. So I can't put my Hemmel's route advisor at the top like I would normally do. Let's just see if there's anything up to Truckee. I'm sure there isn't. Let's just have a look. We're currently in Carson, Phoenix, Fresno. Oh, there is Carson to Truckee. It's not Truckee I wanted, it's Jackpot. Oh my god. Good job I didn't take that, isn't it? This is where I could do with learning how to use the dispatcher to create my own jobs. Phoenix is Arizona. Cripes. What about Nevada? There's nothing going to Nevada at all. And we fucked up in that we should have bought a garage in Elko. Or at least Ely. There's nothing going on here to Winnemucca. Okay. Let's go to Trailer Manager. And let's attach our own. Yeah. Let's use the short one. And let's just see if there's any jobs using our own trailer. So now we've got the cargo market available. Carson, San Diego's Prim. Prim in Nevada. That's down the arse end. Sacramento, Sacramento, Stockton. It's all Sacramento and Stockton, isn't it? Oh, there's Reno. Yeah, we'll take that because we might be able to get a job out of Reno. It's only a short hop. There's 13 hours left on the job, so let's go and pick that up.
Please proceed to highlight
again, I've got Dan, aka Goggles, 56 old school trucking livery, and you'll notice that this is just an SCS box trailer, but it is fully chromed, so it's got a full chrome frame, which is really nice, which of course the standard SCS box trailers don't have. And we'll see how this little cab over handles. As I say, we've only got a short trailer on the back, which should be fine. Should be. Especially if I'm not hitting stuff. Couldn't see him.
Turn right.
Yeah, we're good to go. Cripes, this thing goes. But she looks absolutely gorgeous. Real 70s trucking right there, just saying. Beautiful. Now, the beauty, I guess, of having two sat-navs is we can have one zoomed right in and one slightly zoomed out. So we get the best of all worlds, because I do sometimes get a bit confused as to where I should be turning. Turn somewhere along here. Not sure where. This truck sounds fantastic, by the way. But again, I don't know if everything works because I've not tested it. So you'll just have to bear with me. I don't need to turn right. Left rather, Ebeez. It's straight down the bottom here and it's straight over at the Dover. circle means.
You have arrived.
But again, I'm sure I'll learn sooner or later. So this is where the fun really does begin. Because we've got to start to learn to park the trailers properly. Where's the job we were going for? Don't tell me the job's disappeared. Where were we going to go? Reno or Winnemucca? Well, where the hell is that job gone? There it is. There it is. Panic then. I thought, oh my god, we've blown it. Now we're going to try our best not to press the any key. Unless we get ourselves in a right shit. And we are going to have a go at backing the trailers in. As I say, you'll have to bear with me because I will go to an external view for a start until such time as my confidence is improved. And the other beauty of this, of course, is that we've got total control over the vehicle, which you just do not have with an automatic shifted transmission. The only thing I've got to remember is actually it's the same key for both. So we'll see if we can get jiggy with it. Really, what are you doing, Ebeez? What are you doing? I told you to make a tat's twat of it for a start. But we'll get there eventually. This is, for me, half the fun. Let's see how we go, Joe. We're going to come back, don't we? You see, you just can't go this slow if you're on full automatic. I'm guessing I've made a bit of a pig's ear of that. And I'm guessing this is probably one of the easier pickups that we'd have. But with that parked trailer being there, not so easy. I'm guessing it is going to let us go by. Now you see why I've chosen the short trailer to begin with. Because to get used to it after being all them years on a simple automatic is a challenge, to say the least. But the thing is, once the muscle memory kicks in and it becomes second nature, then life is going to be pretty sweet, just saying. Initially it's a bit of a shock to the system and a struggle, but it's so worth it in the end, because as I say, you have really fine, super fine control over your truck. Oh really? Did you really want to do that, Ebeez? Guessing not. Even the dog's not impressed. Just saying. Let's not make life over difficult for ourselves. Let's not try and be too smart. Cripes, I can't wait to do this in cab only. That's going to be a struggle for old Ebeez, just saying. So there you go, a bit of perseverance was worth it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crab. It's because I'm used to pushing the back key. Press the following key to stop the engine. And press the any key. There we go, let's load up. Okay.
Calculating route.
So
please proceed to
now we've got them shenanigans sorted out. Let's proceed on to said destination. Only 1 hour 35 minutes. But I don't know, actually. I'll have to check if there is a... I think Dan's done an old school skin for this truck. And this, along with the Peterbilt, could very easily become one of my favourite trucks in the game. That is for sure. See, there's that bug. Indicators flashing away, but there's an audio bug on it. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it'll be sorted out for the full and final release. It would be nice to have matching old school skin on the truck. British Racing Green is my adopted colour going forward. I just love it. And why not? Why the hell not? It's also nice to see some of the original liveries in the game as well, like the Bushnells and all that malarkey. Sure, it's nice to have realistic companies in the game, but it's also nice to have the originals as well. Wow, this truck sounds amazing. Can't remember what engine I put in it, to be honest. But she drives beautifully. And I have to say, all the trucks that Dan's been sort of driving and waxing lyrical about, you know, the lad is spot on. Oh, Danny knows his onions, just saying. Just bear with me a second while I have a slurp of Le Coffee. And I suppose I ought to check the chat, hadn't I? No, we're good. Nobody else is chatting, so we're good. Wow, she looks absolutely gorgeous. I guess the only thing she's really missing is some smoke out the stacks. But hey, you can't have everything, can you? And most of the smoke mods look naff anyway, to be honest. They certainly don't look like real smoke. Although some of the South American mods look like real smoke, which really impresses me. And I am watching a couple of South American truck streamers, and they have some amazing rigs. They really do. But the South American ones are all lowered and lit up like a Christmas tree, if that's your thing. Fantastic, great, knock yourself out. Not really my thing, but anyway, let's crack on to Reno and see what there is out of Reno. This thing really does sound like it does in real life. It really does sound like a It's got a Detroit diesel in it, a good old-fashioned diesel. Of course the mirrors are messed up, of course they are. It seems to be an overriding feature of 156 beta. It doesn't matter how much I adjust the mirrors, the buggers won't stay. Now I wonder if the game's going to carry on being kind to us, or whether it's going to offer us a real stinker of a part this time. And again, it wants me to do all these junctions. I get it for map completion, but I thought you got credited with it just for going over it. Look, I could be wrong. But it's certainly not giving us the other side, that's for sure. So maybe you do need to go down them all. I don't know, we'll see. I think I've already been down that one anyway. That's fabulous. We got the game on. Let's just hope this lane doesn't suddenly end. Oh no, keep left. Oh, there's the secret road that we discovered. It's not on the map. Down there. It's like a service road, and it goes all the way around the motorway and back on to the side. Sort of service road that, you know, the police or the emergency services would use. Well, it is in the UK anyway, I don't know about it in the States. I think she looks gorgeous. Just bear with me a second. Have I got the right reshade on here? I haven't. I've got JBX on. Why have I got JBX on when I want Dumo? Bizarre. Anyway, we'll carry on with said Dumo. I think Dumo, although it puts the shade on it, it does make it look a lot more neutral, and I think the colours are still well saturated without bleeding. Most of the other presets, including JBX, seems to make the world feel like it's bleeding colour. It's weird, whereas this one tends to be bang on. And we're back. My apologies for that. So we've got 21 mile, 35 minutes, but hopefully we can pick something up out of Reno up to Jackpot. That would be nice. And as I say, all of these trucks are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've got to be honest, I can't wait to get back inside my beloved Western Star. But I think we've got to try some of these free mod trucks just to showcase them, if nothing else. To show people that even though, you know, you're only spending $4, you've got wonderful choice and variety in the game. Even though a lot of the trucks are payware, you don't have to spend any money. So for the younger people, or for people who don't have spare cash, well, you've got the best of all worlds. You really have. Just bear with me a second while I check the chat. Hey up Michael, nice to see you. Backed up your Linux install and restored your Windows 11 backup. Had to expand it as the backup was on a 2 terabyte drive and I now have a 4 terabyte. So had to expand Windows to use it all. Yeah, good for you. As long as it's all working tickety-boo and you're happy with it, that's all that really matters, Michael. And at least all the backup process worked and is verified, so you know you're absolutely covered should disaster strike, because you've already tested it all.
Exit right. Exit right.
I have to say, manually changing the gears really does give you a completely new take on the game for sure. So much nicer than the simple automatic or the real automatic. So much nicer. And as I say, it just gives you full immersive control over your vehicle. Coming off here or not, you know. Just check the chat. That's okay. There's nothing for me to respond to. I need to focus on getting my delivery done, I guess. Get this beautiful 70s Ford cab over. I have to say I'm really enjoying the manual stick shift or the manual gear shift, whatever you want to call it. And as I say, I didn't think it was even possible as a keyboard driver, and it so is. So, you know, to say I'm happily delighted is an understatement. You know, it's on that side, to the left. Where you going, Ebeez? Steer properly.
Right, then immediately exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
So we're in 6th gear, we want to get down to 3rd for pulling away. And I've gone the wrong way, of course. But I don't care, I'm loving it.
Recalculating.
Bit of extra map discoverage for free. I don't know why that white circle appears. Whether that's to warn me I've changed down my gears or not, I don't know. We don't. I must remember to start and put my brake on, and we don't want to turn left here. Didn't hit him, did I? No, didn't hit him at all. Oh wow, this just absolutely transforms the game. I'm sure you lot have all done this for years. To be honest, I wish I'd have done. But hey ho, it's what it is. I suppose really I should shift it to neutral and not be lazy. But hey, this is Ebeez you're talking about. Oh, it ended up being a super shortcut. Well, I'll take that. I don't know if truck drivers do that in real life, pull away in third. Better get it now, that's for sure. Cripes, a lot of these transmissions are really short shifts, isn't they? Just saying. I tell you what we ought to do. We ought to look. I think Elco's quite nice and central, isn't it?
You
north.
have arrived.
Stop good at the pavement teams. That'd be a thing. So let's see what nightmare it throws at us this time for dropping the load off. It's a good job I've not got the truck stops modded. Be spending hours at a time trying to park up, just saying. I wonder if we've got anything to jackpot from here. Really? Oh my lord, is everything going to be this tight? I guess it is. Well, trying to make it as easy on myself as I can. Not happening though, is it? Just saying, not happening. Oh my lord. Where are you going, Ebeez? Wrong way. It's a shame I couldn't straighten that a little bit more. Because there's no need to make life unbelievably difficult for yourself. And it's like backing it up. So easy to overcook it and come back too acute, and then you've made an absolute pig's ear of it. But as I say, as we do it more and more, we get better and better at it, then, you know, I mean, the only way we're going to learn is by doing. And as I say, if we make an absolute tat's tit of it for a start, then that's fine. We've got to learn by doing somehow. To back that up. Let's go. I do love this fine control on the backing up though, that you just don't get on the automatic. And I think the real automatic is the same, you just don't have this fine grained control that you do in full manual. I think I have affected it, to be honest. Yep. See what I mean? Overcooked. But we are getting there. We are hopefully making life a little bit easier on ourselves. And there we go. We should be okay. To slip that back. You don't want to go and overcook it. We just want to stick it right in the lines. I'm afraid not even like a pro. I must try and remember I'm not in an automatic. Okay. So let's get the brake on, let's stop the engine, and then we press the any key to get the reward. There you go. Okay, and just when you think you're getting a bit good, driving and backing up. Well, then you can add the next layer, which is in cab only reversing. So it just keeps piling it on, really. Okay. Let's see if we've got anything on up to jackpot. Really, 5th gear just to do 14 mile an hour. Which then means we've got to go all the way back in. But anyway, it's what it is. So as you could turn around outside and go back in forwards. I suppose we could go and buy the garage. While we're here, that's our home Carson. Which I guess is just Nevada, isn't it? So do we really need another garage here? I'd like a job up to jackpot. And of course there isn't any. So let's have a look at the freight market. Anything up to jackpot in the freight? Of course we need to actually click Reno, don't we? That'll be a start. Nothing. Nothing to Elko and nothing to jackpot, because there's always jobs out of Elko. That's Winnie Mucker. Anything to Dirty Mucker? Nothing. Okay. The cargo market to Dirty Mucker. Doesn't look like it, does it? Nothing. Oh, there is. 10 hours and 31. There we go. Tyres on up to Winnie Mucker. We could buy a garage in Winnie Mucker. I can't remember if there's a garage in Jackpot, but for us that's the most northern point. It'd be useful to have a garage there ready for the Idaho, Oregon and Utah DLCs. I'm guessing Utah is the next DLC, followed by Idaho, followed by Oregon, or it could be Oregon first and then Idaho, but I can't remember. And then we've got New Mexico, Colorado and Wyoming, followed by Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas and Nebraska, then Arkansas, Missouri and Iowa. Jeez, right. We're going to be doing this a long while, peeps, just saying. Right, okay, let's go in. God, let's go and pick that little load up. Did I not select it? Am I that much of a chap? I think it was cargo market, wasn't it? Was it cargo? Winnie Mucker, there it is. Didn't select it, did I?
Route.
Why? Because I'm a
the
chap.
highlighted route.
Don't really want to pull away in 5th or 4th. We do, however, want to go right. Oh, there's the audio glitch again. It's 27 minutes away. We've got to go straight over the Dover by the look of it.
In 200 yards, turn
The top view on this is superb.
turn right.
Got to get used to putting the brake on. So I guess this is like second and third gear with the clutch pushed in, which is pretty darn cool, I have to say. I think it is anyway.
Keep right.
Can't
Then
see the
turn
lights
right.
very well. Third.
Turn right.
So nice to be able to gear it, to brake it. So it looks like we've got a bit of bobtailing to do. Again, I'll try and stay at 50 mile an hour and not exceed that. Don't like these bleached out white roads, I have to say. So there we are at 50. Dropping into 12th. I think we've got a 13 speed box. Yeah, we're in 13. Okay, so it's here.
Then immediately
We've got to come off.
Right. Exit right.
Don't worry, the gear changes will smooth out once we get used to the thing. Once we get used to shifting manually. And once we get used to what gear for what speed and declines and inclines, and using the gears to breakers. Oh man, such enjoyable pleasure. I tell you, it's pulling. Mind you, we are bobtailing. Even in ninth, it's pulling. So, oh, there's that audio glitch again. So it's not always necessary to go through the box. 12 minutes to destination.
Keep right.
Check if it was clear on the left, did I? Naughty Ebeez.
In 200 yards, turn right.
Oh, we've got to turn right.
Turn right.
It might appear to be a little bit hurried at the minute. That's because it is. But as I say, we will get used to it and we will all benefit in the long run. I'll become a better virtual driver and you'll get more enjoyment, hopefully, out of the streams, looking more immersive. And we've got a Peterbilt dealer up here. We'll just discover that. I'll have that for $1. How are we for fuel? We're okay for fuel. It doesn't seem or appear to suck the fuel like the little 250 does.
Keep
If I
left.
discovered that, I must have
Then
discovered
turn
that one
left.
already.
Turn left.
Beautifully done, Ebeez. See, I'm getting better. Slowly, but we are getting better. For sure. I'm just so excited that I've finally got the game that I always wanted, and for $4. Pick that one out if you just spent $100 on a game. Knock yourself out. And of course I've got back in the cab. We can't not have back in the cab, that's for sure. See, that's why I've got the big one up the top, so I can see exactly when I need to be turning, because I do get confused and disorientated sometimes. Have I just caught that on the fence? No, I've not. So let's just itch it in a bit before we do. So cargo market, and where were we going to go to? Tyres to Winnemucca, that's the one. Fuddy Mucker. Well, it's saying it's round the back, but I ain't got a clue. Let's put the hazards on. I don't think we've got beacons on this Ford. Could be wrong, let's have a look. Oh yeah, we have got beacons on the Ford. Okay, let's put the beacons on. I'm guessing the pickup will be the other side, and it will be the other bloody way round. Though it looks like it's inside. Oh my god. The game's starting to exact its revenge on us. Ebeez is there, ready to cause mayhem. No, it's not inside, it's right at the side of that bloody trailer. Of course it is. But you'd think with us just having a short box on it would be a piece of piss. And I assure you it's not. Especially for somebody as challenged as me. Now I'm guessing I've not left anywhere near enough room there to swing the cab round. Okay, we've got 3 reverses. Okay. I'm going to try and cheat here. Try and be cheater man. I don't think, because we've got the short box on, that we can jackknife it now. I could be incredibly mistaken. But this little Ford will turn on a goddamn dime. Wait till we're driving the Titanic. That'll be fun, won't it? Not sure that that's helped us out, you know, just saying, with me being a bit thick. So I think I need to back it up that way. No, I don't. Crab, you need to go the other way. You need to go that way. Don't. What are you doing? Really? What are you doing apart from making yourself look a twat? Oh my fucking god, really? There you go, dick face. Oh my god. What a crowd. And as I say, you miss out on all this when you just legging A to B and simple automatic. You miss out on all these shenanigans and all this. Well, I'd call it fun. I'm gonna so smash this trailer up, you know that, don't you? God help me when I get doubles and dollies on. Oh my God. It's gonna be your worst nightmare. It'll be 2 hours to the destination and 5 hours fecking parking at this rate. Right, don't overcook it, chap. But I do think this is part of the fun. Don't overcook it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Ebeez. Don't go and overcook it, son. Like I already have done, I'm guessing. I reckon it's going to give us that. You know what? I reckon it's going to feel sorry for us. And it's going to say, do you know what? I'll give you that. It bloody ain't. Do you know what? It says do one, Ebeez. Either park it properly or don't bother. Because you're a chab. I might have to change the name of the YouTube to Reginald Mole. Back forth, babe. I don't know what that white circle is. Maybe it's just to warn me that I've heavily changed gears or direction or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure we'll discover. Now, don't go and overcook it. Stick it in, but don't overcook it, big boy. Yep, it's going to give it me this time. Thank God for that. Actually, I suppose I should leave it in neutral, shouldn't I? There you go, that's about as... I don't know if we've hit... We haven't, look. There's a attached tip, so that could be considered the perfect reverse. Not though, is it? Just saying. Let me just check the chat, because I'm sure I'm getting berated. What a queb. Thank you. Welcome back, Code. I wish that sunglasses mod you once try would work on 156. Haven't tried it, but I know you once used it and it helped on those bright roads. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't used it in forever, to be honest, Michael. I'm just kind of suffering as much as I possibly can and enjoying the pants out the game. So
calculating route.
Let's fire the Ford LTL up. So our next
route.
destination is going to be Winnemucca, and again you can see it's taking the back roads and filling these in nicely. Very, very happy with that scenario, because I get to really enjoy as much of the world as I possibly can. And wow, we're up to 6.87% map coverage already. So it bodes well. So I'm going to end the live stream here. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've absolutely loved it, even though I'm parking like a queb. I'm sure we'll get better. Hope the 1080p is a big improvement, even if my parking up and collection isn't. Thanks everybody for your support. Much love. Have a wonderful afternoon and evening or day or wherever, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Much love to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all in the next one, which won't be too far away. Cheers everybody.